All right, here in round 3, you've got the choice. We'll play first. I'm going to keep this. It's a mana-heavy hand, but the fact that we get our 2 rares, I think it's worthy of keeping. So we do have to draw well, I think, in order for this hand to play as well as I want it to, but here's hoping. All right, so we'll open with a red mana since that's our most prevalent color. Ooh, well, not going to play that on turn 2, even though it is, you know, it basically just it doesn't shine until 4/1 comes. Oh, it's pretty good, actually. I think we just go Manus Rider here. This guy is actually pretty good on turn 2, right? Jeez. Turn 2, 4/1. I think we're taking it. I'd rather trade with a Master of Pearls than my Manus Rider. He seems a lot more important. The nice thing is this dodge it lets us attack, and debilitating injury doesn't even stop it, which is also kind of amazing. Like, he can debilitating injury it, but then I can just block his Frostwalker and 2-for-1 him. So he does have to either use bounce or some better removal to take care of it. But next turn I'm just going to morph the Master and likely block the Frostwalker if I'm allowed to. So we're going to take 1 or 4 here rather. And a morph, okay. Ooh, Warflare. Not too bad, but I think we're sticking to the same plan here. So we're going to get in with our Manus Rider. And drop the Master of Pearls. Pass. And we're just probably going to trade for a 4/1. All right, that's acceptable. So we'll trade with the Frostwalker. I think we can still successfully race it, especially alongside our Sage of the Inward Eye. All right, so now we get in for 3 again. Drop the Sage and then pass. My opponent has seen 3 rares out of me so far. I imagine my opponent's going to be like, how'd you lose, bro? All right, no problems there. So just going to Warflare after attacking, untap our dudes, gain a trillion life, and likely win, but we'll see. Oh, he actually did Sipsig Host on us. Oh, he just wanted info. Okay. Well, he saw Light Form. Did probably mill one of our best cards. All right. So we're playing against Sultai. Looks like he's got some good value in there. I almost want to bring in Cranial Archive. I know it seems a bit greedy, but He's running Scout the Borders. I feel like Cranial Archive can do some... I mean, it cantrips at worst. It also activates Prowess. But what would I take out for it? That is a good question. It would have to be a non-creature spell. Maybe Deflecting Palm? Not that Deflecting Palm's bad, I guess. This doesn't target, so it doesn't actually kill that 4/1 guy either. Something to note. But, Arc Lightning deals with that pretty good. Let's, I don't know. I want to try this Archive sideboard plan out. I feel like that could work. If he's likely got a lot of Delve in there. And this cantrips, so it's like, it's questionable maybe. But I want to try it. I want to experiment with it. I want to see what I think of it. Because I don't think I've ever successfully... I've never sideboarded that card before. And this feels like the one match where it would actually do something. Shuffles back in his graveyard, which admittedly gives him spells back, but it also turns off an important aspect of Sultai, and it doesn't even really cost me anything except some mana since I get to cantrip off of it. So, I don't know. I feel like it's a worthwhile sideboard. We'll see if it pays off for us. No red mana, but I think we're still going to keep it because we have the Lurker, so our most prevalent color is red, so I'm hopeful we can draw a red reasonably soon. No Frostwalker, very good. And we got our red mana, which is exactly what we needed. So satisfied there. We're just probably going Canyon Lurker, morph into... I mean, I could Heel Cutter, I understand that, but I'd rather... We're not aggressive, so I don't need to dash. No morph, that's good news. So I think we'll just morph the Lurker and pass. Next turn we can do Heel Cutter into Scale Guard, so that's pretty good. Alright, Douse and Gloom, pretty good there actually. It stops our Lurkers. We still get to go Heel Cutter into Scale Guard, which is pretty nice. I think that actually means... It's pretty crazy, actually. Heel Cutter could turn off 2 dudes. But he could have another Douse and Gloom. We'll find out shortly. Alright, Sibsig Host. I assume he's going to do it to himself this time, yep. Oh, it does it to each player, what am I talking about? I was like, why did he do it to me? But it actually just does it to both players. Makes much more sense. Alright, and we even get to get by his blocker, which is pretty awesome. Did get a tap land, which isn't ideal, but still perfectly fine here. So we'll get in for our 3. Get rid of his blocker. Drop a Bloodfire Expert and pass. So Death Frenzy would be pretty bad for us, but not the end-all be-all. Double Archer's Parapet's pretty interesting. Alright, looks like he's got... Alright, well, unfortunately, he got to do his delve before we could really do anything about it, but that's alright. Grim Contest, pretty brutal there, but unfortunately I am at his whim of not being able to do anything, so have to accept. Let's see here. So I can Elite Scale Guard and then turn off his blocker. Yeah, that seems pretty good. So we'll drop this guy, bolster his dude, and make it so his Sibsig Host cannot block. Well, problem is, I guess I don't want to lose my dude. I don't want to trade with a Scavenger so much. Alright, I'm actually going to leave it back. You can have removal here, but we'll just have to allow that. Alright, getting in. See if he's got a follow-up play. We can Master the Way or steal maybe. Hopefully he doesn't have removal for Bloodfire Expert. Alright, second Scavenger is fine. Now we can stick to our game plan here. Alright, Grainal Archive, admittedly not as sexy as it once was, but we're still in good shape here, so we're just going to master his untapped Scavenger. Prowess. Ooh, Lightform's a good draw. Get in with both. Tap the Sibsig host. Actually, I don't even have... No, I guess that makes sense that I do. Alright, so we get in for 8 damage here. And if I draw a land, I can go Morph Master plus Lightform. I also have Mob Rule potential, which currently steals both his guys if I draw a land. I have Bathe in Dragonfire removal, Lightform. I've got some very good options at the moment. Guess I could have Bathed in Dragonfire. That would have made more sense. I just kind of wanted to draw the card, I think. But we'll see. Alright, so I think we're going to stick to our Lightform plus Morph Master plan. Alright, let's do that. First we play the Lightform to see what we manifest. Arc Lightning. Alright, well, that's likely not going to come into play. And then we morph this and pass. So we will have a good attack eventually here. We can also Mob Rule, stealing both his guys, which is Xaxes lethal. So let's go for that game plan. He's attacking with the Sultai Scavenger, so I'm not sure what that means. I would assume it means he's got removal, since I don't know why. Or a flyer, maybe? Mind Scour Dragon. Alright, when it deals combat damage to an opponent or player. Okay. That's no issue here. So I think, what's the best move we got? All right. So I can Mob Rule, I can Bathe in Dragonfire. I've got some actual options here. I can Archive Draw, I can swing with everything, and then Unmorph Master. I can Bathe in Dragonfire. I have 7 mana, so Mob Rule. Mob Rule's certainly good here. I can mill. I'd have to mill myself, though. Do I have to do it? Yeah, because I don't want to mill him. I think we just Bathe in Dragonfire and Archive and use it. So if we're going to do that, because I don't have the mana to unmorph then, I could just swing everything and then unmorph, but I want to save my unmorph. So I think we actually Archive first. And we'll use it. Alright, draw a Heart Piercer, and then we Bathe in Dragonfire his dragon. I guess I could have done that first, since he'll get it. I guess he doesn't get it back, so I guess that's one perk. So we'll take this guy out, and we'll swing with our Lifelinker and pass. So still looking for a good opportunity to kill him with Mob Rule. Is he going to Villainous Wealth us, perhaps? Looks like he is. Could be okay. Oh, Shamley-Tints. Never mind. Well, we are going to absolutely dominate, wreck our opponent. This is going to be a blowout, so pretty insane. Because this card is not fair. All right, we got round 3. So I think our deck was absolutely bonkers. I think it's by far the best deck I've drafted from Fate Reforged so far. Just loaded with rare. How many rares do we have total? It's always fun to do that count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 rares. Yeah, so this is by far the best deck I've drafted in Fate Reforged. Absolutely devastated that we lost that round 1, but you got to accept those things. And we didn't get to play round 2, which was a huge bummer. But at least we got to showcase the awesome cards in our deck in round 3, so I'm happy about that. Hope you enjoyed watching, and we'll see you for the next one.